What's up, everybody? Back again live on a Monday. What's going on out there in the live streaming world? As you can tell, I made it. Everybody else is late. And to keep from being even later, I said, heck with it. Hit the live button. Screw it. Do it live. Here we are. So what's going on, man? Go ham. See you're out there. Steve, Chris. See you, Pepper Farm. Paula, what's up? Oh, David, what's going on? Got a happy teeny there, David? Is that a long enough time away or ready to come back? What's up, Bill? Nice. Get your summer sausage ready. You got something to try there, Eric? I'll throw an invite over to you if you want. We know Rob has something to try tonight. Can't wait to get him on here. We saw Goham sent his package over there to Rob. So shortly, we should be having that up here on the live stream, which I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited about. I can't wait to see what he. You're working. That sucks. Can't wait to see what Rob thinks of the. Well, either one of those powders. Yes, that was an evil laugh. I know. Always, I keep forgetting to mention this. As always, I'm joined by Peppa Pig, always hanging out with me up here. Special guest, me. Guess I am tonight's special guest till everybody else gets here. Edie is trying to turn his computer on. Rob is needing a half hour, and so is Rob. So, but that was also 20 minutes ago. So they shouldn't be too much longer. But I figured, why make you wait any longer? Just hit the live button. Make it happen. My dog's over there snoring. What? Blasphemy. No happy teenies? Oh, man. There's no recovering from hanging out with me. Anybody that's been on any live stream with me will tell you that. That's what I said, man. As always, joined with Peppa. What's up, Bernie? Black Mamba. What's going on? I don't know if you can hear that dog. She's over there snoring. Summer sausage and bootleg DM. That was me last night on Charles's live stream. That stuff's really, really good. The smoked bootleg DM. What do I have growing out right now? On my kitchen sink, I've got a Reaper, which I don't think is doing so well, and a Mako Kaku. And in the greenhouse, I still have everything growing. And actually, I was just looking at the weather. If I can make it through the next, I think 4 days, 5 days, we'll just say the end of the week, then I should be good, according to my weather app, which I do not put any faith in. I should be good until January the 4th, which will actually fulfill my goal of every single year of making it into January of growing peppers. If I can do that, I will be really happy because I failed the last 3 years or 4 years. I also have tomatoes still growing too, but I haven't shown them off. Actually, I haven't shown them off since they actually started producing. But they actually are producing. I actually saw some tomatoes on there. They're the what the heck are they? The trying to say that's not it. Indigo Rose, the Indigo Rose tomatoes, and I don't know if you've ever grown them, but they're the biggest. They're like growing a sugar rush. They're like one of the biggest pain in the butts ever. They take forever to ripen. And if you ever grow them, they're like dark purple, like so purple that they look black on the top, and they are like green on the bottom when they first start. And then when they're actually ripe, they're like blood red on the bottom, but still black, or I guess technically dark purple on the top. And I checked those things. I mean, I got some actual nice, like golf ball size ones, which they're like a cherry tomato. And it was still pretty dang green on the bottom. But who did I miss here? What's up, Brando? I am into pain. What's up? I got rain there. We had rain the last couple days. Actually, I guess last night after the live stream, I thought it would be a great idea to go outside and drain some water off of some of my peppers because they got a little too much water in there because of the rain. But I need to dump all of that water. Yes, Chris, I am still using Master Blend. That's where I was going with that. I probably need to dump the entire tote worth of water, fill it back up with fresh water. Well, make sure there's no algae on the inside because every once in a while it happens. Fill it back up and put a new batch of Master Blend in there. But I'm being very lazy because it's December the 3rd, and I don't know how much longer I can actually keep these peppers growing in December. Well, like I said, if I can make it according to the weather app, if I can make it through this week, which says I think the lowest was like 34, maybe. I don't know. It said 30 something for the next, no, 36, 35, 38, 36, 38. If I can make it through that, that's Saturday. Then yeah, tonight low 46, tomorrow low 36, and then 35, and then it looks like it's going to come up a little bit, 38, 36, 38. But if I can make it through that, then I should be able to make it all the way until January, according to the weather app. Like I said, no faith in that weather app whatsoever. What's up, Joe? Scarlet Rose? No. Yeah, it does sound like a Frankenstein tomato, but no, it's an indigo rose, which apparently, I guess it's like a mainstream tomato because I found them. I didn't buy them. I got the seeds from JT Bear, I don't know, 5 years ago or something like that, when I got the Malabar spinach seeds. But I actually found them at my local box store, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. Or no, I think it was 3 years ago. Wasn't that long ago, but it was long enough to say it was a while ago. But dang, California's getting low 48s. That sucks. I watched a video today where he's like an actual bigger YouTuber. I don't even know where the heck he's from, but he went to Orlando and he said Orlando was getting, it was 48 in Orlando on November 28th. Or maybe it was just prior to that. But I think that's, or no, I don't think that's colder than it got here. But we got just colder than that. But Orlando is supposed to be really warm. I went there in the first week, or no, the second week of January 2013. Yeah, 2013. And it was like mid 80s the entire time I was there. So for them to get like 40s in, you know, November, that sucks. What's up, Gage? Uh, what what are you getting from Morgan Seed Company, Chris? You getting more tomato seeds, more pepper seeds, indigo rose, scarlet rose? Which one of those? Or are you getting Master Blend? I don't know. If you're getting Master Blend, I would go on the Amazon and just do a quick search. It's really cheap. I got 5 pound containers, and I think I've had them. I say 5 pounds, they're more like 5 pounds, but I think I've had them for I think all of last year and all of this year, and it doesn't even look like I put a dent in it. 5 pounds is definitely the way to go. Got 2 pounds the first time, and I think that lasted me 3 years. So 5 pounds should last me a good amount of time anyway. I did a lot of experiments and stuff like that. Did that aeroponic thing that didn't work out, and I killed a lot of peppers. And yeah, Master Blend, I'd grab that off of Amazon, really. I mean, go wherever you want, but that was the easiest I found. And I was a Prime member at the time, which apparently I'm not anymore because I don't want to pay like $120 to be a Prime member. But yeah, I got it off of Amazon. It was pretty dang cheap, and it got here really quick. It was like 2 days, I think, and it was here. Wait, Fresno's in the upper 30s. Man, I feel really good. It was 70 here today. Well, maybe I don't know. According to my weather app, I'm sure it was like 67. I want to see how correct I am. My thermometer outside said it was 70 on the dot. Today, high of 66, it says. All right, I was off. But it was very nice today. I had the door open all last night and almost all of today. I just shut it because the dog kept barking at deer in the backyard and the neighbor's dog and the neighbors doing neighborly things in their backyard, and she didn't like it. Gotta love having a pity. What? Paula's supposed to have 20s tonight. That's well below freezing. Wouldn't be able to put up with 20s. Ugh. We went below 20, I think, for like 3 days last year. That was, or no, it was technically this year because it was February, I want to say. But that was horrible, man. I don't want to do that again. We also got snow twice, which I think it snowed, what, 5, 6 times since I've lived here in 18 years, and two of those were last year. Yeah, Chris, Amazon's great for everything, man. I'm looking for a new phone right now. That's pretty much the only place I'm looking. Although I should go to eBay. But every time I go to eBay, I find like the worst deals on phones. Like they sound like a good deal, but then you look at their feedback and it's like really bad feedback. And Amazon's got the same thing, but they tend to have higher feedback for phones. And everything else is debatable, but I'm just talking only phones. I find that, I don't know, really don't trust eBay that much with the phone. I bought MP3 players there. I think I bought my PlayStation on Amazon actually. Um, Secondhand. That's exactly what I want, Chris. I need a unlocked phone because I need to switch carriers, and I think I'm going with Ting. And I'm going to, well, to go with them. They said my phone will work as long as it's unlocked. I tried to look up how to unlock my phone, and there's so many videos about how to unlock a Note, if I can go from memory, Note 3 with running Android 4.4.2, which seems to be the problem. You can do a Note 3, but not with version 4.4.2. Let me see if I'm correct about that. But I would have to go back to a previous setting, of Android, and then from there I would have to see where to go. Yeah, Android version 4.4.2. Look at my memory working, crazy. But apparently, I would have to go back to a previous version of Android and then try. But I saw a lot of people in comments saying that that does not work. All you do is screw up your phone. I never saw anybody say that you could brick your phone, but they were pretty much alluding to it was a failed attempt. So figured, what the heck? I've been thinking about getting a new phone anyway. I've got a Note 3. I figured I'd go to the Note 5 because I think they have a Note 8 out now. I figure if that's good enough, I can stay 3 versions behind. Because, Samsung's not really like Apple where they intentionally slow your phone down when you're a bunch of versions back. But even if they do, whatever. I don't really care. Yeah, thanks. Gage says no freezing because Bill asked if there was, and I didn't see any freeze, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. Yeah, hopefully I can get a new phone. Been looking into it. I don't know. It kind of stresses me out though. Just trying to find, because that's like a major purchase to me. That's like the next thing back from your car. You know, you buy a car and that's a lot of money. You might get a lemon. That's how I feel about a phone. And even though I'm only going to pay like, I don't know, I think everything I saw was like $200 to $300 instead of, like the $1,000 that it cost brand new. Even though it's only like 200 bucks, I don't want to spend that much money. But what the heck? Got to happen sometime. I bought this one on Amazon. I had a Motorola. What do I have? My tablet's a Zoom. Motorola Atrix. I guess they were like trying to go for that Matrix type thing, but forgot the M. But that phone was actually really good for a while. And then the battery started really sucking. But I got this sucker really cheap. Well, not really cheap. I got it for 200 bucks on Amazon. I don't know, a couple years ago. And then I went ahead and splurged. Well, yeah, I didn't splurge. I didn't want to splurge anyway. I I was working at a pizza joint, and I would always set my phone in the same spot. Well, apparently somebody came with uh, dishes that were wet and put them down, and it just dripped right onto my phone, and the phone wouldn't charge. So I went out and bought an external, like a in the wall battery charger, and I bought two new batteries, and it was like $6. And that worked great for a while. Then the charging port started working, so that was really good. But that was, I don't know. So I paid what, $206, something like that, free shipping on both, and it's been working great for the last couple of years. But it's finally time to go ahead and upgrade a little. Grab me a new phone. I really love the Note, especially how big it is. Like I have a work phone. It's a Apple 5, I think. I don't know, or iPhone 5, or I don't know what the heck it is. I've never operated anything Apple in my entire life until I got this job, and I had to work it. I'm like, I have no clue what to do, man. But that thing, it's not that bad, but the screen is so small. I mean, the screen is, I don't know, like a third smaller than my screen. I love having a phone so big so that my gigantic thumbs can almost actually click the buttons correctly. What's up, fly on the wall? Oh, nice. Pack of 10 3-inch net pods for $2 on Geek. What's Geek? I don't think I've ever been on Geek. Is it like geek.com or something? Or is it like another eBay or another Amazon? Or trying to think of another example, but what the heck would that be? I don't know. Newegg. I like going there for, I never checked Newegg for, see if they have phones. I'm sure they do. Probably should do that. But I don't know. I like buying it. I like buying everything with Amazon. So quick. I say that, and now I have one, two, only two, maybe three. I forget packages in the mail from Amazon that I've been waiting on for like 3 days already. That make me mad. Quit Amazon Prime, and all of a sudden everything takes like 5 to 7 days. Whereas Amazon Prime, everything was 2 day shipping, and when it didn't come in 2 days, they were like sending you apologies and all kind of stuff. Man, some good chocolate milk. Just thought of something. Um, yeah. So yeah, I got to get on the phone deal. I don't know. Anybody have an Apple iPhone, or should I actually waste my time trying to get a Apple iPhone? I've always been a Android guy, I guess I should say. But I don't know. Lately, I really like the Samsung Note. Or what the hell do I call it? Galaxy Note. Yeah, Galaxy Note 3. What? How the heck do you keep winning phones at work, Paula? That's awesome, man. The J7. I saw that in my search results. I don't even know what that is. Hi. Stop, dog. Hey, what's up, Daniel? Come on. Come on, Pepper Dog. Get up. Come on. Come on. Show your pretty face. Oh, all right. Get in my lap. Whatever. There you go. Look, everybody's looking at you. Bill, you don't even have a cell phone. I probably would take that route, but I don't have anything but a cell phone right now. I got rid of my house phone a while ago, and actually, no, I think it was after I got rid of my house phone. I was paying the same amount for my cell phone that I was for my home phone. So whenever I found that, I thought that's pretty crazy. Why would anybody have a home phone? Just get the cell phone and you can take it with you no matter where you go. And it wasn't limited calling or anything like that. It was unlimited phone, text. It was limited data, but I forget what it was, like 7 gig or something like that. But the thing was, whenever you hit your limit on the what data, it wouldn't like shut off or anything. It just throttled you back from 4G to 3G. I thought I don't really care. Whenever I'm looking, I mean, it's not like I'm watching like HD videos on my phone. I don't like to watch YouTube videos on my phone or do anything on my phone really, except for use it as a phone or like, oh wait, I need that answer. Let me look on the Google machine and like type it in. But I can wait. I don't care if it's 3G. You like your iPhone, Paula? Yeah, I never had an or no, I had an LG. I think it was a flip phone. Yeah, I can't remember what the heck that one was. I might still even have it. I don't know. It was a company phone, but I might still have it. But Samsung, I've been really impressed with Samsung. Not only that, but my only problem or my one of my biggest problems with iPhones is you can't add um, storage space to your phone, or maybe you can. Maybe you can throw a card in there, but you can't change. Take out the battery and change it. But I will say, Apple, holy cow, man! One of my phones, or my work phone, the other day, I turned it on and the screen didn't turn off, and I'm like, I'm gonna let it sit there, and I'm gonna see how long I was on break. So I was like, screw it, we'll like go all the way like almost to a half hour. Let's see how long this screen stays on. 22 minutes that screen stayed on, and the battery didn't go down 1%. So those things are, I'll give them that. And not only that, but I've seen my phone. I always put it on the charger when I'm done working because I keep it at work. But I'll come in and it's off the charger, and obviously somebody used it, and it's down to like one day it was down I think 30%. I worked 8 hours, and that thing still had like 10% on the battery. So I'll definitely give it that. But that's my biggest problem with the iPhone because you can't pull the battery out. I've did that with this one. I already pulled the original battery out. I've been on two aftermarket batteries, which I swap back and forth. And I usually pop like I'll run this thing all the way down to like 1%. And whenever it's ready, I just turn it off, or whenever I'm ready, I turn it off, pop the other battery right in there, throw the other one on the wall charger, and go about my business. So love that. Um, well, how the heck are you winning phones at work, Paula? I want to know more about this. Is it something I can win phones at your work too? That would be pretty fun. Let's see. Yes, Charles, the chocolate bootleg DM powder is awesome. Wait, you forgot smoked chocolate bootleg DM. That's what I was eating last night on his live stream. That stuff is amazing. Oh, nice. Daniel says he uses his cell phone for internet tethering. I've never been able to do that because apparently my phone goes through AT&T, and they really don't like me because they would never unlock my cell phones. They would, well, I've heard that from a lot of people. They would not, they wouldn't do anything to help me out, which I'm really glad I quit using AT&T. Ah, Paula works for AT&T. That's why. Dang. You should. What you know? What you should do? You should like use one of those ones that you win. Like next time you win, so you have like an extra one. You should go ahead and do a giveaway on your channel. Like, hey, if I make it to X amount of subscribers, I'll give away this phone. But you wouldn't be lying. Oh, and Bill, absolutely, Charles wants more of your powder. Oh wait, no, he did say that, but I like answering for people when powder's involved. Kind of like uh, Rob Z got his powder today. That's how he got it. Was Gohan was in the chat. I said, man, you need to send some of that to Rob Z. Let's see if I can make this thing work. Hang on. This is part of the behind the scenes stuff that I normally do while we're not live. And done. All right, there we go. Nice. See, just like that. Bill says powder will be in the mail tomorrow. That quick response. What's up, Eric? I think I said hi to Eric earlier. Man, that sucks, man. Why do you have to tether? I mean, well, I get why, but that sucks that you got to tether your work phone. Well, I guess it's your work phone. I'm sure AT&T's paying for it, or they give it to you for free or whatever. But just to upload your videos because it's faster than your internet. My internet is definitely faster than my cell phone. Well, it just upgraded too. I think it was 60 megasecond. Now I'm up to like 100 megasecond, which I thought was really good. Except one of my buddies told me a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, he just got upgraded to a gig a second, which wouldn't mind having a gig a second. That would be fun.
You'd think it would be fun anyway.
Heck yeah. Faster the better.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yesterday you said the call wasn't going to be till about 9 or so, so I figured I had an hour, so I had to go get something to eat and a couple other things. So, howdy, everybody, and Happy Pepper, and Julian, and Paula, and Garcia's Pepper Farm, I forget, and Bill, and I saw Goham earlier. I think I saw Brando.
and it was here for a little bit.
Cool. And yeah, Paula, I wouldn't mind winning a few phones myself. I've got the cheapest Galaxy phone that I could get 2 years ago. I only paid like $99 for it.
Yeah, I got the Note 3, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. I paid 200 for it. But it's also like I think it was the biggest screen that you can get.
Paula, here's me. Charles is saying they don't see me. Are you in presentation mode or anything?
No, I see you.
And I
No.
see you, and I see my own image.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, that's the same thing that everybody else seems to have when they're doing things. I don't know.
Okay. Well, now I should be visible to everybody, and I don't know why it's not switching back.
No, that's I don't understand why it's not switching back either.
All right. Well, take me out of presentation mode. Maybe I need to go out and come back in. Okay. Sees me now. Now take me out of presentation mode.
Well, yeah, you can. Yeah, but they could see you because I put you in presentation mode. It's weird
Yeah.
on my phone. It doesn't tell me that I'm in a conversation either, or it doesn't tell me that I'm in a call.
Hey, Goham.
Weird.
Rob Zeppers.
Yeah, thanks for sending Rob the powder, Goham.
Hey, Heavy Pepper. So maybe I should try closing this and coming back in again, see if it'll catch it that way.
I'm pretty sure it's on my end. You can try, but I'm pretty sure it's on my end.
Here goes.
Want to take bets? Willing to bet when he comes back, it still doesn't work right.
Now, can anybody see me?
Nope. Still the same thing.
I just started making a cut list for my planter. It's bigger than I thought. So much lumber. Oh my. Gohan is busy with his father Goku. Yeah, it's Gohan, not Gohan. Yeah, well, you did right, Gohan. Ah,
What's up, Lisa?
barnyard chicken. I'm here too. Really, I am.
Hmm.
And I'm not in presentation mode anymore.
Nope.
So, what do you suggest?
I don't know. Like I said, I think it's on my end.
All
I
right,
think
you wanna kill it and come back in again?
I can try that. Although,
Everybody, we'll be back in a moment. Just hang tight.
all right. Okay. Oh, nice. I'm frozen on my screen. Oh no, there I go. All right. Well, that at least appeared to work. All we need to do is get Rob back in. Just that so I can see the chat. Nice. So, Goham, you going to join me and Beatty and Blumberg? Denver bust. It seems to be working.
Okay, so the question is, can anybody else see me?
Yeah, I can see you. On the
There's
live
Rob.
stream itself.
There's other Rob.
Howdy, howdy.
What's
Howdy,
up? Wow,
howdy.
you're quicker at getting your computer on than Beatty.
Yeah, he actually called me a few minutes ago. I would have been on like before, but he called me and he said he was getting his stuff like turned on and everything while I was talking to him. So he should be joining in a few minutes. But yeah, I was eating dinner whenever you had sent the call originally. So I had to finish up and whatnot first.
Were you eating pizza?
No, actually, I got from Publix. I got this mojo rotisserie chicken. They had it on sale, like for like the pre-cooked stuff, and their stuff doesn't like sit around long like at some stores. Like they make it fresh, and it said like it was the sell by time was like 10 o'clock, and I got it like 6 o'clock or something, 7 o'clock maybe.
Yo, what's up, everyone?
But they had it on sale. I got a whole rotisserie chicken, like a big fat rotisserie chicken, for $5.99.
Nice.
Yeah, one of the grocery stores here does that too. They do a lemon pepper one that's really good.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the mojo seasoning is, but it's really good.
What's up, everyone?
What's up, Beatty?
What's up, everybody?
The rotisserie is really good with smoked powders too.
I'm showing off the bags here because I want to take and put them into tubes so it'll be easier to pour. So here's the Reaper Peach Ghost. Look at that. Yeah, that's a really good amount. I got my funnel so I can take it and pour it into my stuff.
And everybody's favorite.
Yeah, I was getting to it. The cherry smoked blend. I was going to pour one bag into it and then do the other bag. Hold it up at that time. So carry on with your conversation.
You're putting it into the little tubes?
Yep.
Awesome.
Those tubes do make it a lot easier to tap out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Although those bags that Blumberg has, I'm like an expert on that by now. Just spread that thing open and give it a couple taps.
Yeah, you just have to make sure to like loosen it up in the bag first before you open it, because if it's clumped up, that doesn't work as well. But my favorite way to do it in the little bags though is I just use like a little like teaspoon, not like a like measuring teaspoon, but like an actual like silverware teaspoon, and it fits in the bag perfect, and just get a little on the tip of the spoon, and then you can tap that over top of food. That works really well with bags.
Another one of those just the tip jokes, huh?
Yeah. I prefer the shakers though, with the like sifter things. Like these style shakers just make it so convenient.
Yeah, those suckers are fun. How much did you get in there, Rob?
All of it.
Well, I know you got all of it.
It filled it up to just below the label.
Nice. What's up, Derek?
This one's hot. It's the Carolina Reaper crossed with chocolate Bula DM that I grew.
Is it smoked DM?
No, it's not. It's a red powder. It's a red pepper, but it's a Carolina Reaper crossed with chocolate bootleg DM. It's my cross. I sent a couple of those to a couple people. Jeff Hobbs did a review on it, and also Brando did a review on it. Jeff Hobbs, I remember, said it made his ears ring.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Brando, it's always hard to tell exactly what he's feeling, but it looked like it was hot. I mean, it is hot.
In other words, he was feeling it.
Oh, yeah. Both of them felt it. And they had like midsummer pods when it was like in the heat of the summer, too. What's up, Bear? What's up, Derek? What's up,
I think that's what's up to everybody.
Yeah, what's up, everyone? It'll make it easier that way.
Yeah, today was a busy day again. I brought another 16 out and mixed like 3 wheelbarrows of soil and yeah.
So how many have moved out now?
36.
Awesome.
There's another. There's plenty more to bring out.
Hilarious. It's December and you're like the only person taking their plants finally outside.
Yeah, they're definitely a good size to bring out. Some of them look like they had shock. Because I did 12 yesterday and I did another. What was it, like 18 or more today? I think I did like another 20 more. I don't know, I forgot. But a couple of them looked like they were in shock. Like the soil was plenty moist. It wasn't like soaked or nothing, and they were just all droopy, and the leaves were all like wilted and stuff. But it was like 80 something to 85 degrees out today, and it's the first time they've been out there, so I figured they're just in shock.
Oh yeah. Every time I take my plants out, there's shock.
Yeah, plus it's the first time the roots have been messed with in a long time with them, so I loosened up the roots and when I transplanted them so they're not in a big root ball.
Charles said he's decided to only grow 14 plants this upcoming season. I think he means 1,400 because he keeps buying more.
140, right?
No, he said 14 plants, but I think he means 14,000 plants.
Yeah.
Or 1,400 plants.
Either one. I don't buy the 140 though, because last what was it last night? What was he up to? 153?
Hey, when you guys are
he's gonna be out at night with a ladder, like putting pots up on people's roofs to like expand his garden.
Gorilla growing
on top of people's houses around.
when you guys are filling up containers, do you think that it makes a difference for leaving a couple inches of space in the bucket, or like filling it up to the top of it? Like, because I left 2 inches of space in each bucket, so there's like a little edge.
They leave that 2 inches, and if the rain compacts it even further down, add whatever's missing right back in.
Yeah, I drilled a bunch of holes in the bottom of the buckets yesterday.
Yeah, see, when I fill the buckets up, I only go to about half an inch from the top because I know once it gets wet, it's going to settle.
Yeah, these ones I did like maybe even like 2.5 inches.
Now, if it was a tomato, I would say only do like the bucket halfway full and then plant your tomato. That way, when it gets all the way above the bucket, fill the rest of it back up with soil, because all those little hairs on a tomato, they'll actually grow roots.
Yeah,
they say the same thing about peppers, but I haven't really seen that.
Yeah, Charles said you want space, and you can always re-amend it later. Yeah, I might top it off here later on in a couple of weeks with just some more compost soil or something, or maybe if I can find it, like some type of worm castings or something.
I fill mine up to about like that close to the rim when I fill them. Unless it's a really large container, and then I mean I might leave like a good little bit of
Just
space.
the was it the 4-gallon buckets that I got? They're like 12 inches wide by like 12 inches tall.
Yeah, I'd fill that up close to the very top, and it'll settle to where you have about that much space at the top.
Yeah. I did a nice light mix, so it's plenty fluffy.
Yeah, and then once it settles, like you could just do like a cone type thing, like higher soil by the plant and kind of taper it off so that it's down below the bucket, because you don't want it to be even with the bucket. Because then if it rains, you could have just runoff, and then your soil just goes into the yard.
Yeah, I was thinking about laying. I have a couple rolls of like really cheap, like older landscape fabric. I might just like put that down underneath it too, so it's just not sitting in the grass.
And depending on where you've got them, you might want to do the same thing Charles did. Get that landscape cloth going.
Yeah, he had like the more of like it's like a woven type of poly or something like that. The one I got's just like almost like a fabric, like a shirt.
What, the landscape cloth or the fabric pot?
No, I have like a couple rolls of landscape fabric that I was gonna put underneath all the pots or the buckets in the grass.
Yeah, that was my original plan when I built my greenhouse, was to put down landscape cloth. But after I built the entire thing, I didn't have any more money, so I didn't do it. And now, fast forward like 3-4 years, I really wish I'd have done that.
Okay, this is some hot stuff.
Would you try it already?
Oh, he showed me putting the powder on the bun, and I put it in it's in a chicken sandwich, and one bite has got me lit already.
Which one was it?
The Reaper Peach Ghost Bun.
Yeah, that one's good. Peach Ghost is great, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got some really good flavor to it. I like the flavor. The heat's kicking up, but I don't know if it's leveled off or not yet. But
Welcome back, Brando. What's up, Levi?
What's up, Brando? What's up, Levi?
and yes, Charles, we miss you.
Did you make your own fabric pots, Beatty?
No, I made some small like 1-gallon ones, but I'm just going with the buckets until I can make all the fabric containers because it's just setting me back making them all.
What's up, Beth? Welcome, welcome.
It's easy like to make them once you get all the stuff measured and cut, but it'll just take like a couple days to prep everything. And
Yeah, make a template. That way you can just trace it and cut it out and then sew it together real quick.
yeah, the way that I was gonna do it was sewing the most minimalist parts. Like I'm not trying to sew like 10 parts per thing. It was only like 2 sews I would have to do.
Yeah, the one up the side and then the whole bottom.
Yep.
How you doing there, Rob? You look a little spaced out.
Oh, it's actually settling out, and just below one wheel says, "Hey, Reptos, Rob Blumberg, Rob Blumberg and BD Beats."
That's Levi.
Yeah, that's Levi.
Yeah, left me out. I see. How I rate.
Oh, dang. How can you do that, Levi? He's over there suffering through some Reaper / Peach Ghost powder.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. The heat is fading away already, so another bait.
What's up, Cemetery?
What's up, Cemetery?
What's up, Cemetery? What's up, Levi?
We're just giving you crap, Levi.
Well, we can't say that either because Levi spelled my name wrong.
Well, no, he put Blumberg. So if he spelled it wrong, he spelled it really wrong.
No, he put on here. Sorry, Mr. Rob Z. I'm terrible at typing. Well, my name is spelled ROBB, not ROB.
The double B.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Wait,
I didn't
what-
know what you were talking about.
and what do those rappers say? The double B to the Z.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. I know Exhibit had something like that. He would say.
Goem says, my powder doesn't get you high. Sorry.
Yeah, it
Depends on how
does.
much you eat, but
I've had your powder, go ham. Yeah, it does.
it's got some really good flavor to it.
So does Blumberg's powder.
Which one?
Yeah, he might send me some someday.
Yeah. Well, well, you know how I'm always telling people to send people, send Rob Z that, pod or that powder or anything. Well, with Blumberg, I was like, don't send Rob Z any of that. You've got my address. Just send it to me and pretend like you send it to Rob Z. I've actually been doing that with a lot of different people. Like,
I wouldn't do that to you, Rob.
No, you just won't send it.
JT Bear, I'm pretty sure he messaged you
One of
about the
these days-
powder. He doesn't want it. He wants you to send it to me.
As Gage likes to call it, it's just a spice tease.
Hey Rob, remember last night what we were saying the rev?
I don't remember what part. You'd have to be more specific.
At the ending of the live stream.
Mhm.
I wasn't even gonna watch the last 30 minutes of it today. I still might do that later on.
It was pretty funny.
Julian, 2B signifies that it is not Robert. ROBB is the final name of it. 2B says not Robert, not short for anything else. I was actually named after Rob Petrie of the Dick Van Dyke Show, if you can believe that.
I didn't know what the difference between the 2Bs and the 1B was. I didn't know where that came from, so I learned something.
Yep, 2B signifies nothing else. ROB is usually short for Robert.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been a mistake, wouldn't it? Take a nice big drink after eating the powder?
Oh, yeah, do it. And yeah, Gage, Rob's in presentation mode because he was just trying the Reaper
Ghost
from Goham.
Yeah, put that on half a sandwich. And then I got the other half here.
Are you going to do the cherry smoked on the other half?
Yep, and if it's hotter than the Reaper, I'm going to go a little bit lighter on it because
It's really good.
Yeah, it's good.
it might take a minute or two to actually do it, but
And Goham says the cherry smoke blend is just paprika.
That's what I heard. I heard it was too.
that's a pretty good amount.
Hold it up there.
Was that not enough for you?
I think that's acceptable.
And I didn't ask.
That's definitely not enough for Rob.
I would put more on it if it was myself and I was just eating it, but it's a good amount.
It's a good amount. I should be able to eat it just fine. Death Below One Wheel says, Rob Z and Reptos, hit me up on Hangouts. Okay. Remind us later. All right. Last one settling down. Let's try it later this one.
What's up, Rob? Or as Rob Z would say, third Rob.
What's up, third Rob?
Rob.
Brandis says Brandis places my on my protein bars in the morning.
I use pepper powder on breakfast.
I haven't had breakfast in years.
I'm not the biggest breakfast person. And a lot of times I don't eat until like more around lunchtime, but I do sometimes eat breakfast. It depends on what I'm gonna do. Like if I'm gonna be able to eat lunch, then I skip breakfast a lot of times. But if I'm gonna go out on like a fishing trip or something, I'm gonna be out all day. I definitely always eat breakfast and then bring like a granola bar or something with me. It just depends on the circumstances.
So you skip, well, you do breakfast, but then you skip lunch instead of doing lunch and skipping breakfast.
Well, yeah, but I usually, like I said, if I go out fishing all day like that, I'll bring like some jerky or a granola bar, some crackers or something light that I can just throw in my bag. And I don't care who says they're gross. I love Vienna sausages, and I'll get like some of the like barbecue Vienna sausages or something and throw a can in my bag a lot of times.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a creeper. You didn't tell me this one was a creeper. I ate the first half of the, well, quarter of what I have here, and good flavor with it. Nice, unique flavor to it. I don't quite know where I would put it. Didn't get the heat off it. Put the second half of it in, finished it off, and yeah, I noticed while I was chewing it that my throat's starting to light up a little bit. And it's slowly creeping forward, but my lips are on fire too. Uh, who was it that said it? Somebody said it's going to light me up or something like that. Oh, well. It has gone by. Not who's a creeper, what's a creeper? The cherry smoked blend is a creeper. Although it's starting to settle down a little bit now, so. Right, time to finish this off. Graham says, I think I see it here. No. Nothing shiny. Well, that doesn't work. Sorry. Yeah, that's got a really good flavor to it. I agree, Happy Pepper. I don't. Sorry, I don't remember your real name. That was David, right? Okay, both of you are ignoring me.
I didn't listen. Sorry.
It was Happy Pepper that was on the show last night, right?
Yep.
That was,
Yes. No.
Oh, no.
That was Eric Petro, and
oh, the other night then. Friday night.
yeah.
Yeah, Friday.
Okay. Yeah, I should know Eric.
Do you still have an afterburn from the smoked cherry?
Yeah, it's still going, but I only got one good sized bite left. Okay. Good one in his phone. I didn't put enough on then.
No, I don't. Yeah, no, David wasn't on last night, right? He
No.
was on Friday. He was
Yeah,
on, yeah, my stream on Friday.
I enjoyed those same powders last Friday. Yeah, I was watching Friday.
Yeah, last night was just Charles, me, Beatty, Blumberg, and Brando and Eric.
And the summer sausage.
And summer sausage. Love the summer sausage. And cheese. I actually hate cheese. And say that, Blumberg,
Say what?
what you just put in the chat.
Well, I
I
mean, it's in the
I thought
chat.
that was
But
really interesting.
yeah, you can look him up. Robert Pershing Wadlow. That's who I'm named Robert after. And it was my great uncle on my mom's side. So my grandmother's brother on my mom's side. And he was the tallest man to ever live.
Yeah, I thought he was BSing me. I actually looked it up.
Yeah, and you can see, like, if you look it up, you can actually see that I'm like a relative, like, because I'm pretty closely related. But he was 8 feet 11 and a half inches when he died, and he died at like the age of 21 from lead poisoning that he got from a sore that an ankle brace wore on him, and the ankle brace had lead in it. This was back. He was born like I don't know, somewhere after a turn of the century, and like I think around World War One, and then he died like somewhere around World War Two or something. I never met him, obviously, and he died before like my mom was even born. But yeah, he would have kept growing. The only reason that he died was because of the lead poisoning, and it was because he was going to some like parade or something, and they made him wear ankle braces because they were afraid that he was going to fall in the crowd, and because of that, it wore like sore on his ankle that got infected, and he died. But otherwise, who knows how long he would have lived, and who knows how tall he would have gotten, because he was continuously growing. And he was
And if
8
you're
feet
not
11
Julian,
and a half
who already
inches.
looked it up, there's the Wikipedia link.
All right, I think you can take me out of presentation mode. This is coming down, and
Yeah, I've been watching you the whole time, Rob. I was about to type, "Are you all right?"
yeah. Go him. Wonderful blends, really tasty. I was expecting a whole, I guess, more heat, but then again, I didn't put too heck of a lot on first time trying it. But yeah, nice heat to them, nice flavors to them. You can taste the cherry smoke one. You can taste the pepper aftertaste in my mouth yet, or I can anyway.
Yeah, anytime you first try a powder blend, you always got to go extra nuts on it.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, go late. I know how others like. Oh. Excuse me. Yeah, I got my pepper holster on. Carry 3 blends around with me all the time.
What does it look like? I forgot. Did you post a picture of it before, or an unboxing video?
Yeah, I have an unboxing video of it.
I gotta watch. I've been catching up on most of the people's videos. I've been watching a lot of Rocky's reviews when I'm just hanging out. I think Garcia's Pepper Farm has some new videos he had out too. I think it was a DWC setup, like in some buckets or something.
Like recently?
Oh, hey, that belt thing, that looks awesome. Looks like shotgun shells loaded in there.
Yep.
That's awesome. And that's all leather too?
Yes, sir.
Nice. Yeah, on Garcia Pepper Farm's new channel, or on his channel, he got a bunch of new videos. I was watching those, and
I don't think I'm getting updates from everybody.
yeah, I wasn't either. I didn't even realize that I didn't press the bell button on a couple people's things, so that's why I wasn't getting them. You have to go to like your subscriptions tab just to see the videos. Like I usually watch them on my phone. Yeah, Gage, I got burned up the last couple days. I've been outside all day.
Hang on. I'm going to unsubscribe from Chris's channel.
It must be rough living in South Florida.
It's hot.
I put the pepper powders on just about everything I eat, so it's nice having them right there.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at your videos right now, Chris. I don't remember a bunch of these videos. So I don't think YouTube was actually giving me notice on my subscription page. But I unsubscribed and resubscribed, so hopefully that'll be fixed. Which, if you don't get people's videos, that's the best way to correct it that I've found.
Well, that was a nice little ride.
Yeah, cherry smoked one has some good heat to it.
Yeah.
It's not overbearing, but it's got good heat to it.
Yeah, the first one was all mouth burn. The cherry one was definitely the throat burn. Throat burn and lip burn. First one, I didn't get any lip burn out of it either.
Gage wants to know, did you spend some time in the sun, Beatty?
Yeah, I spent the last 3 days outside all day until the sun goes down.
So chasing cougars again?
No, trying to get all this gardening stuff situated.
He's actually planting a garden.
Yeah, so that the cougar can buy his house.
I'm just bringing everything that I had in the garage and the tent outside. I've been growing stuff the last couple months, just bringing it all out. Now that I'm thinking about it, I might add some more soil to the buckets tomorrow.
It wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, I'll just mix another wheelbarrow, and then just top everything off. There's I think like 36 out there right now.
Thanks, Levi. He says, smash that like button, friends. That's what I love doing in other people's live stream. But I never do it for my own.
I got a nice Texas Crimson bonnet and a it's another one. I forgot what the other one was, but I'm going to be bringing them out tomorrow too.
Awesome.
I forgot what the other one. I labeled it in abbreviations. I just put TCB or KSTCB on it, and then I forgot what the other one was. But it's another Kang pepper.
The TCB would be Texas Crimson Bonnet.
Yeah, I remembered that one, but I forgot what the other one was. It might
What's
be
the abbreviation? I could probably tell you.
Let me go check real quick. There was like 3 of them. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Chris wants to know what's up with the Bambi Jerky Challenge. Probably waiting on some deer.
No, it's all there, and it's been there. You're just gonna have to go. Anybody that wants it to get done any quicker is just gonna have to go like search around the Middle Tennessee woods until you find somebody that goes by Catman, and then
Well,
tell him he needs to get back to his place real quick.
That's what I meant about that. Not that we're waiting on deer, because I think I've already seen that he got a couple deer already.
Oh yeah, he's been
We're
getting
waiting on
deer.
him to stop deer hunting so that he could actually be available so that the jerky could be made.
Yeah, he's been talking about it since like before season, and I kept bugging him. I knew how, or I know how it is, because every year it's like a disease he has, and as soon as it gets close to deer season, it doesn't even have to be deer season, close to deer season, every day he's in the woods. But I mean, that's how he is a successful hunter, and he spends his time and covers his ground to find where they're at and when they're there and what their patterns are and stuff. I mean, he's good at what he does, but yeah, it's impossible to get him to do anything.
It's
We cooked out some food like a couple weeks ago, and that was like a rare thing to like actually see him, even though it was just for a couple hours at night, like after he was done hunting. That's still like a rare thing.
the other one was Crimson Star.
Crimson Star?
Yeah. So I'm gonna bring them out tomorrow. I might put them in. I have a couple 5-gallon buckets. I might put those in there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I would recommend putting those in 5 gallons. They can get big. I grew both those, and those are both hot ones too.
I'm looking forward to the two.
The Texas Crimson Bonnet, you've got like a chance that it could be the chocolate one, because I grew
awesome.
2 of them, and one was a chocolate and one was a red. I think Charles had the same thing happen. I remember Jesus had a chocolate one as well, and Kang also had a red and a chocolate one come up.
That'd be cool.
And
they're both very good.
And Chris, I'm pretty sure every single state you have to have a license to hunt deer.
Yep.
Oh, definitely. You have to have a license to even go fishing in every state.
Well, with the exception of if you're a farmer, then you can get crop damage, but even that is kind of like a license. You have to apply for it, but you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, and you have to like call the game warden and have them come out and inspect the damage and stuff before they'll give you a permit to take whatever animal it is that you're after. Like even in like areas where mountain lions and things are protected, you can still get a thing to like a permit to be able to shoot one if it is like getting in your farm and like getting your livestock or whatever. But you have to have the game warden come out, and they have to make that decision as to whether or not they'll give you a permit for it. And same with deer and stuff. If they're eating your crops, like you can get permits for that, but you have to go through the Wildlife Resource Agency before it's legal.
Yeah, I've never actually gone through the process. I just remember what farmers told me back in like the 80s and early 90s. And they were like, no, you just apply, and they send them, it wasn't even like a tag or anything. They just sent you a license in the mail. Or I don't even think it was a license. You just got the shot, shoot as many deer as you want. You just had to report how many deer you actually shot at the end of the year, kind of thing. Like they give you a survey.
Hey, Batman.
What's up, Batman?
What's up, Batman?
Yo, what's up, Batman?
Yeah, and Eric, hunting is a pretty expensive hobby if you want to get into it. You were talking about like leasing the land and stuff like that. That used to never be a thing back in the day. You would just go to a farm and say, hey, can I hunt on your farm? And the farmer would be like, heck yeah, man, take those deer out. They're eating my corn or, whatever. But anymore, at least where I live now, oh man, every single bit of land around is completely spoken for. So not only like people will actually go, that's like a secondary business for farmers. So not only do they just let people hunt on their land, now they lease their farm out to somebody else just for hunting. So if you want to hunt on their property, you actually have to go find out, talk to the farmer, find out who they're leasing it to, talk to that guy, and smooth talk your way into actually getting hunting time on their property, which down here seems pretty dang impossible. Like you're
around here, I'm surrounded by woods and fields and hills and all kinds of stuff.
And you probably have not national park land, but you know what I mean, like state game lands and stuff like that.
WMA, wildlife management areas. and they do have wildlife management areas, which some of those wildlife, or a lot of those wildlife management areas, go over people's farms and stuff. But it's like where it's part of a wildlife management area. So like even in some of the like farmed fields that they like grow soybeans and corn and stuff in, they'll be like, but you have to know what you're doing and you have to know where the boundaries are and stuff. Because I mean, if you get caught and you're not like, if you're like over the side of the boundary or something, then that's a big deal. Yeah, everything has to be done like perfectly. Hunting is something you really want to know a lot about if you're like intending on getting into it. But if you do know what you're doing, then I mean, it's really not that expensive. It depends on where you live, though. Like Rev was saying, where he is, there isn't really much of anything, and you're going to really have to pay to get access to land that's going to have anything. But around here, there's plenty of wildlife management areas and stuff, and you can just go and talk to private owners of land and see if they'll let you get out and hunt. I know my buddy gets a lot of different spots like that, but he spends a lot of time looking for those spots and really doing his research on like the areas that he wants to go, and then he'll go and like spend a whole day just knocking on doors and like trying to get a hold of people and asking permission. I mean, the worst they can do is say no, so it doesn't hurt to ask.
Well, no, I didn't mean expensive as in like trying to get land to use. That's expensive too.
Well, but
just
even the licenses and stuff isn't that expensive. Like
no,
for
but you got to have clothes. You got to have the right clothes. You got to have.
you don't have to have the right everything. I mean, that's yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I mean, you don't have to have like the nicest like tactical mossy oak everything. I mean, you can go out there dressed in neutral colors and just be stealthy enough, and that's all you need. And you don't have to have like the most expensive bow or rifle. Whatever works is all you need. I mean, it's a subsistence thing. I mean, it depends on if you're doing it as a subsistence thing or a sport thing. And if you're a rich guy and want to do it for a sport thing and have the nicest of everything and whatever, then that's cool. But that to me is like people that fly fish. People that fly fish are typically that type of person. And they have to have like the most expensive everything, highest end everything. I just think that's stupid. I'm into fly fishing, but I use whatever works, and I'm not going to go out and pay $150 for something that I could get for $10 because
Yeah,
I'm
but
practical.
you also need a half decent gun. That'll cost you a bunch of money. And then the ammo is not cheap.
Well, that's what I was saying. I mean, it is going to cost money, but you don't have to have the most expensive rifle or the most expensive bow. You can get whatever works. And
Yeah,
there's
especially
always like
starting off.
Craigslist and stuff. You can get really good deals on like used rifles and bows through Craigslist and some of the deer forums and stuff. I know my buddy's had like several guns and bows that he's had come through his hands that he's gotten for practically nothing through some of these hunting forums and stuff. Like there's one here that's called TN Deer, and TN Deer is like the big one for Tennessee. And there's thousands and thousands of people on there. And, everybody buys and sells and trades things and stuff.
Yep. They're talking about that smoke bootleg DM in the chat.
Stuff.
They want it brought back. Hey, Ham said you're cut off, Rob. Did you spill something?
Me?
Yeah.
No. It was the sound of the ice in the bottom of the glass.
I thought you spilled the cup and my face like lit up. I was like, uh-oh.
Are you right over there, Rob? You'll settle down?
Pretty much, but I touched my eye twice and I've washed my hands twice. So hopefully now this will work.
Way to
Oh,
go.
you opening up the bag and then like rubbing your eye, ears.
Yeah, I got a bunch of the powder up my nose when I was putting it into the other ones, and yeah,
That happens to me too.
Yeah, way to go, Rev.
When I was trying that Naga Jalokia sauce last night, I forgot that there was a little bit on my finger when I was closing the cap, and then like I rubbed my eye like right by the end of the live stream, and I got some of the hot sauce in my eye.
I
yeah.
disagree,
Don't touch it.
Goham. You always touch your eyes.
Yeah, I don't know why. I always seem to do that. Like if I'm like trying like something spicy or something, or like if I'll touch like my knee or like my elbow or something.
And it sucks at first, but do you agree? Like when it's like halfway over, you feel like $1,000,000. Like your eye feels better than you've ever felt.
No,
Unless
it
you're
still
about to go
hurts.
to sleep.
No, you disagree, Rob?
It still hurts. Yeah,
Not me. Like halfway through, I just feel like $1,000,000.
yeah. But you're an unusual creature in and of yourself.
I am.
Which one did you like better, the cherry smoked or the peach ghost reaper one?
Um, as far as flavor goes, the Reaper Peach Ghost had a little bit better of a flavor to it. It had a little more pronounced flavor to it, and the blend sat really well. The smoked cherry blend, mind you, tasted good too. But if I had to pick between the two, I'd go with the Reaper Peach Ghost. The smoked cherry blend has got better punch to it than the other one. But yeah, so they both have their plus points and their downsides. But the Reaper Peach Ghost was a little bit more pronounced in the flavor profile of it. That powder is so fine. I wear a mask when putting it in the bags. Yeah, I wear a automotive painter's mask and swimming goggles to keep it out of my eyes anytime I deal with my powders. I look like an alien coming down, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't do any of that. I never wear gloves. I never wear a mask. I never wear goggles. Nothing. I mean, if I wear goggles, I mean, how am I actually going to poke myself in the eye with pepper powder and, you know, get
Yeah,
that
wait
rush?
till you're done, and then you take the goggles off with your gloves still on, and then rub your eyes.
I'd probably do that.
Hey, Julian.
Have a good night, Julian.
Later, Julian. That's happened to me before, but without the NyQuil.
Dude, be careful with those drugs, man. Do pepper powder instead.
Brando says, "I love a big whiff of Brando spice in the morning." Yeah, I don't.
I saw that was Batman's comment to you when you got the Goham spices. It was really fine. Be careful if you try to sniff it or smell it. I guess if you're trying to sniff it, then you wouldn't be really careful, but
Ah,
be careful doing that, cemetery.
yeah, I'm not even gonna.
As long as you watch, you'll be fine, but if you indulge, oh boy.
Well, when I was at the shop, Alex came in for a bit, and I pulled the envelope out and handed it to him. And he says, "What's this?" And I said, "Oh, this came in the mail today." And he opens it up and pulls it out and gives it a quick sniff, and um, he goes, "Yeah, that smells good." So he sets one bag down, one bag in the envelope down, picks the other one up, and he's about to crack the seal. And I knew what he was going to do, and I just said, "No, don't." Why? You can smell it from the seal on it. And he says, well, yeah, I was just going to open it up and smell it. And I said, look and see how fine that powder is. As soon as you open that up, air's going to get in there, pick up some of that dust, and bring it right up to the top. Oh, you're probably right. And he didn't open it, but in hindsight, I should have let him.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said anything and just picked up the camera and recorded them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the camera was only about 4 feet away from me at the time.
I bet Goham would have loved that video.
Yeah.
What do you got over here? Oh, let me open this up.
Well, the postman comes in, and we have a running joke about getting spam in the mail and stuff. And he walks in, and he's holding the letter. And he says, I think you got some real mail today. And goes like this. And sniffs the envelope. He says, whatever it is, smells good. And he sets it down on the counter and turns around and walks away. So right then and there, I knew what it was. But
you should take the powders back to work and have like something like maybe some summer sausage like I like, or like some crackers or chips or something, and have that guy try some of the powder tomorrow. See if you can get him on video. That would be great. Can I get you to sign this waiver?
Well, I picked up a bit of pepperoni, a bit of summer sausage, a box of Cheez-Its, and a bag of Tostitos. I wasn't sure how I was going to try the powder tonight, so I picked up a couple of different options.
I'm a big fan of the summer sausage, but I will say that I think the summer sausage kind of absorbs some of the powder, which I guess ultimately isn't a bad thing, but I don't know. I also noticed macaroni salad. I tried like the smoked habanero on the macaroni salad, and the chipotle, the smoked reaper powder, and the happy powder mix, all on the macaroni salad. I don't know why. It's not like overly liquidy, but it tends to take the heat away. It's really weird.
Maybe the mayo and the sugar in it.
Yeah, it must be.
Smoked habanero powder? Where did you get that?
I don't know.
I think he knew a guy that got it from somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It fell off a truck.
Ah, okay. Off a mail truck, right?
No, I would never do that. I would return it to the address on the package.
Oh, so it fell off in your front yard because it was being delivered to you from somebody in Tennessee.
It was just a big industrial truck that was driving through my neighborhood.
No. Yes, go ahead. Don't touch my eyes. Charles P. has it as well.
It was just his local smoked habanero supplier making his rounds.
Yeah, usually a lot of people have them.
Yeah, you know how they do with their big trucks, and always leave the back door open, stuff falls out. Yeah, that's how like a friend of mine got his pull. Fell off the back of a truck. That's what he told me anyway. I believe him.
You need a Pepper Farms thing.
My mailman almost ran me over because I told him the jerky I gave him wasn't that hot, and the jerky I gave him was my lava jerky. Well, it wasn't that hot for you, but yeah.
That's a warning that I give out to a lot of people. Like when I first meet people, I'm like, hey, how you doing? Like, oh yeah, well, I'm kind of into like some hot stuff. So if I tell you that it's not hot, it's probably way too hot for you. I've had to like reaffirm that to my like family multiple times because they'll believe me. Be like, oh, it's not that hot, and they'll eat it, and they'll be like, what the heck did you try? Make me try. And
It's like, just don't tell that to some strangers. You just go, hey, I'm into a lot of hot stuff.
Well, I'm very stingy with my hot stuff, so I never let strangers try it. But
like you know I'm talking about peppers, right? Like, oh.
But he used the jerky to prank his buddies.
Like I'm so bad to the point where when I got those Del Monte ghost pepper pickles, I I pulled them out. I was like, "Hey," I told my mom and my sister, I'm like, "You got to try these pickles. They're really good," because I know both of them love pickles. I'm like, "They're really good." I'm pretty sure they're really hot, but they're not hot to me at all. Like it's the weirdest thing. It's like the hottest commercial thing that I've ever found. And they were like looking at me like, I don't know if I want to do that. And they both tried it. They both weren't in pain. They both said they were actually really good.
Yeah, I haven't tried that one yet. I'll have to look out for that. I know someone posted in the PLC today some ghost pepper pizza sauce at the store.
Yeah, I saw that, but it was like $5 for like a little tiny jar. It would be like barely one pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the Reaper pickles that Derek posted earlier. He posted
Yeah,
the
but that was not, yeah, you can't. Well, and maybe in Texas you might be able to get those in the store, but that was Mikey B's. That's one of the Texas hot sauce brands.
yeah, it was from the what? Fuego box.
No, I wasn't Fuego box.
Or
It's something
Caliente.
different. Yeah,
Yeah, Caliente.
and it was called like it's not. It was some like barbecue set or I forget exactly what it was called, but
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, because it had the cayenne
Cookout box or
no,
something.
habanero powder added to ketchup, plus a bunch of other stuff. But
Yeah, and then it was that and the pickles, and then there was some like mayo or something. I think it was a mayo.
or no, it was salsa, wasn't it?
It was like salsa Maya,
Oh yeah.
but I think it was like some type of mayo or something.
I know it all looked really good.
Well, one nice thing about hot pickles is you can take a pod and throw it right in and let it sit for, well, a month or more, and it'll heat all of the pickles up. That's one thing I really like about them.
Yeah, I took all the brine from the ghost pepper pickles and well, actually no, I left it in the jar. But I took a whole jar of other pickles and drained all the brine off of that, and then added those pickles to the ghost pepper brine.
Have a good night, Go Ham, and thanks again.
Better go ham.
Later, go.
Start the show tomorrow.
Later, go him.
Yeah, ask Chris is saying he's been wanting to make pickled peppers. Blumberg knows all about that, man. He's been making that stuff.
Oh yeah, Chris, definitely just hit me up, and I can tell you anything that you need to know about that. I've got dozens of jars of pickled peppers. That's something I always do every year.
Rob picked the pickled peppers.
I know a simple way of doing it, and it doesn't take much effort. They're awesome. And you can spice it up or change it, like flavor-wise, however you want as to what you add in there. But as far as the brine and the process, it's very simple.
Yeah, I think you can get the gallon jars of pickles and throw a whole bunch of powders in it anyway.
Yeah, the salsa Maya is an aioli. Is what it is. It's an aioli sauce.
But yeah, I shake it up every day, and then after a month or so, I test it, and yeah.
There's a
So
good.
how do pickled peppers keep when canned?
That just depends. But I mean, if you seal them properly and stuff, they can easily last 2 years without being opened if they're stored properly. And then once you open them, they have a limited life. But a year easy. I would say comfortably a year, year and a half. If they're stored in the pantry, like in the dark and a cool
I
spit.
was gonna say, like, with jalapenos and stuff like that. Apparently, 2010 is not still good.
You could always open it up and smell it and whatever, but yeah, that's pretty old.
Yeah, but if there's vinegar in it, that the vinegar is supposed to stop most bacterial agents.
Yeah,
They were heated before, to do a proper seal on them. They should actually last more than a couple years.
I don't know how long they can last because I've never had them last that long. But I was just thinking like the oldest jar that I've had was probably like 2 years, and that one was perfectly fine when I opened it. They do get softer over time and stuff, which is good. Like I like them to age a couple months in the cupboard at least. About 6 months is like prime. If you can wait 6 months for them, then they're just so awesome when you open them up.
Hey, Freaky.
What's up,
So
freak?
freaky.
No,
What's up,
I wasn't saying these aren't good. I was just saying, well, I guess I didn't say, but no, I brought it up to Rob. He was like, "Oh yeah, like canning your own pickled peppers, it's great." And I'm like, "Oh, I got these ones," and I showed him the date, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't know about them."
Plus, it looks really dark in there.
Oh yeah, well, it's dark inside the house too, so.
No, I mean, but the color of the like liquid looks pretty dark.
Oh, it is. I'm sure that's some jalapeno liquid there.
He wants you to open it, Rev.
Open up a happy teeny, David.
I thought he said earlier, no happy teenies tonight.
That's what he said.
No happy teenies.
That's what he said. He's still recovering.
Yeah, Freaky asked a good question. Was it always dark or was it lighter when you got it?
I don't know. I don't even remember when I got it. I'm pretty sure I didn't get it in 2010. I think my mom brought it. My mom did it. I'm pretty sure she brought. Oh, look, there's some red ones in there.
Yeah, I noticed there was a
pretty
few
sure,
red.
pretty sure she brought it down. I don't know, like 5 years ago. So that would have been like 5 years into being canned already.
So that can's 5 years old?
No, it was canned in
Years old.
2010.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Are you going to eat it?
No, I don't know. I'm all freaked out about it. Like I showed Rob, I was like, "Look at this, man! Canned stuff lasts forever." And Rob's like, "Yeah, I probably wouldn't try that. That seems
Yeah,
pretty."
I don't know about
Ever
that.
since then, I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna."
What do they look like? Hold it up.
Well, that's why I say you should open it and like smell it and maybe taste one. I mean, you'd be able to tell if they weren't good.
Yeah.
If you open it, it smells fine and tastes fine, then it's fine. But they probably won't last very long once it's open.
Yeah, there's a red one right there. I don't know. They look okay, but I don't know. I don't really eat jalapenos on things. So that's the other thing. I'm afraid, and I don't have like the screw down part. It's just sealed. So if I open it, I just have to kind of like squash the lid back down and hope for the best. Yeah, and yeah, freaky. It's 8 years old, 2010.
It might stink when you open it.
It might. I mean, half of me wants to open it just to like say, okay, it needs to come out of the cupboard. But I don't know. I kind of like having it in there. It makes me feel better. I still have jalapenos.
Open it when you have company and share the contents.
If I had tacos, I'd be fine.
Might be alcohol by now. He won't open it.
You can do it.
Makes me want to get a jar of pickled peppers and open it so bad.
Maybe if he tried some of that smoked bootleg DM, powder, he would.
maybe.
Hey, Rocky, how you doing tonight?
What's up, Rocky?
Yo, what's up, Rocky?
Ah, oh, my endorphin rush is finally wearing off. I just realized I'm pretty much back to normal, but for a while there, I was getting a little bit on the feeling too good side. You're supposed to say that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
I agree with you completely.
Yeah, whenever I tried Go Ham smoked cherry, remember the chip I had was way too big, and I had to eat it in 3 bites, and my lips were on fire, and I think I breathed in some of it too.
Rocky is hanging out in Minneapolis for work. You know, that's only about 90 miles from me.
Oh, that's cool. I bet it's really cold out there.
Yeah, it's not bad. We are in the mid-20s today. That was a nice day. Well, we had a snowstorm that started out as rain Saturday morning and went all the way through till Sunday afternoon. And most things in town started shutting down because it was whiteout conditions. You couldn't see 30 yards. In half an hour's time, once the wind started blowing, it went from 7 accidents to 21 accidents on the highway that runs
Oh,
here. So, yeah,
20 degrees. It was 70 here today.
shut up.
Are you heading out, Lisa? She said night. I don't know what that means.
No,
It says chicken out.
if she's heading out, she says chicken out.
I know. That's why I had to ask.
Who by far has the best spicy jelly right now? I've only had Scott Tippett's, and it's wonderful.
There you go. Rocky's calling you out, Rob. It's only 90 miles.
Don't bring me some powder, Rob. There's nothing hot over here. Yeah. Either look in the mirror or the wife.
What I miss with Freaky said I might be a happy hooker, but never a hoe.
I don't know where that one came from.
I like the comment, but
Ah. Hello, Barnyard. That cold. What? No, laughing out loud. My chat was frozen. Oh, yeah, that cold.
oh yeah, Rob. I wanted to ask you. Did you make powder out of those marugas you picked this year? Or?
Marugas. Oh, you mean Rob Z?
Yeah, Rob Z.
They're still all frozen. I was planning to do it Saturday and yesterday, but ended up getting distracted again. But yeah, they're all frozen. They're all going to go into the dehydrator, and I'm going to grind them all up.
Cool.
I bet that would be awesome powder.
Yeah, they tasted great when they were fresh too. Just...
Yeah, I have a 50 ml bottle, about 3/4 full of scorpion powder. My little private stock.
You have a good bit of those in the freezer, though. You picked like hundreds of them.
330, I think it was.
That's awesome.
Just about 2 gallon-sized bags. It's just the one is completely full, and I started the second one, and that one's over 3/4 full.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to take a couple of runs in the dehydrator to get all of them done. Even though
How
I
many
have
trays do you have?
12.
How would it take a couple runs?
Because I don't go for less than 24 hours on them, because I like to make sure that they're all completely powder.
Yeah.
just grab them and crack them. But you got to figure I have 6 aquariums and hot tub in my house. So my house usually stays pretty humid.
Yeah.
So it takes a little longer for mine, but yeah, 24 hours to make sure that they're all perfectly dry. I like to pick them up and just go crunch.
Yeah, it's humid in my house too. Like I have some that I dried that were like fully dry, and even inside of like bags, inside of bags, they've gotten to where they have that like they aren't soft, but you know what I'm saying. They don't crunch quite anymore.
Yep.
And I mean, I have to re-dry those like before I grind them, and then once I grind them, I keep them in mason jars so that they stay sealed. And,
I keep them in airtight jars too.
yeah.
But yeah, so but I always give mine enough space and everything else, and I always cut them in half. I don't. I used to take and dice them down in one of those. Dang it! I did it again.
Yeah, I don't think that's necessary to dice them to draw them. I just cut them in half, and then with ahis and stuff. I don't know if you cut your ahi lemons in half.
Yep.
Okay.
I want to look at every one of them.
Okay, well, let me tell you something from my experience of drawing thousands and thousands of them this year. Because I did used to cut them in half, and then some of the smaller ones, it's just such a pain in the butt to cut them in half and stuff.
Yeah, they fall through the.
If you aren't concerned about losing a little bit at the top, then you can just cut the tops off instead of destemming them. But I just looked at that and I was like, I mean, even though it's only a little bit off, they're not very big peppers to begin with. So off all those, you're throwing away a good amount. So even though it's a tedious chore to destem them all, I still destem them. And then rather than cut them in half, I'll just make a slit down the side of them. And as long as you make a slit in them, you can put whole pods in there. And it doesn't take any longer than if they're cut in half. I swear. You
can get
have to have a slit.
Yep.
And it makes it easier for when you're going and pulling them all off the trays. That way you don't have that are busting out all over the place. That's just my little tip on the ahis. And you can pack more into a tray that way too.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to take one of those slap chopper things and dice them all down, then use the fruit roll-up trays and put it about a 1/4 inch thick on there. And it worked really well. The only problem is how do you get it out and get it into the grinder without making a huge mess?
Yeah, that's very true.
So that's why I stopped doing that. And having open vents on it versus the fruit roll-up trays goes faster because the fruit roll-up trays take longer for the centers or at the middle of the tracks to dry completely. So that's why I went back to cutting them.
Yeah. But try with the ahis, just make a slit in them, and that makes a big difference. You can do like twice as many at a time, and they go the same amount of time as if they're cut in half.
Yeah, and freaky, no, poking them with a fork does not do the same thing. You need to have airflow get into the center cavity where a fork isn't going to allow the airflow to get in. The airflow is what takes the water and moisture away from it to get it to dry. That's why you want to get the insides open to the air.
That, and when you're dealing with peppers that are like this long to this long and only about that wide, stabbing them with a fork would be way more tedious than anything that you could do. I mean, it's even tedious to just take them and hold them like upright long ways and then take a knife and just make a slit in them. That's even tedious work, but it makes a big difference. And it's easier than cutting them in half all the way and laying them out perfect and everything. You can just throw them on there once they have a slit.
Yeah, see, I hold them down. I cut off the top and then just turn the knife and slice right down the side of it.
I got to where rather than cutting a slit like long ways, like just pretend this is a pepper, rather than taking it and doing a slit like that, I would take it, and here's the top where I pulled off the stem. I would take my knife and just go straight down and slice down into it to about there. It doesn't even have to go through the whole pepper. You can just go down into it a little bit from the top, and as long as you make a spot where the moisture can escape from, then it works.
It's the
Just
taco.
want to get fully inside of that cavity with the slice, though.
Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly. Ready for Denver, Kelly?
I don't think this Denver kick is going to quit anytime soon. Not until it's over, anyway.
I noticed that was the taco lighter, Rob.
Not just a taco lighter, it's a space taco. Space taco lighter. Yep. I found that one by the river while I was fishing one day, and it was actually on a Tuesday. I didn't realize it until later. I was like, you know what? It's actually Tuesday, like Taco Tuesday, and I found that by the river. Aliens.
Space Taco Tuesday.
Yep. Aliens left it.
That's what I heard.
Oh. My eye finally quit burning. Thankfully.
What's up, Kelly?
Yeah, this is my other lighter that I like. It's a pickle.
Pickle Rick.
I don't like pickles either, but I like this pickle lighter.
You should draw some sunglasses on it.
Couple of legs, couple of arms.
And did anybody see this news? I'm going to throw in the chat right now. Out of NBC News that they found something out in space that could be like what they're speculating, an alien craft. This is Harvard scientists, by the way, not some fringe podcast. That's pretty crazy. I just heard about this a couple hours ago. Pretty crazy.
I hadn't heard about it. I don't know if I want to click it either.
I didn't see nothing.
Well, the title is Scientists Say Mysterious, I don't know how to pronounce that, Oumuamua, Oumuamua, object could be alien spacecraft. Harvard researchers raise the possibility that it's a probe sent by extraterrestrials. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, Happy Pepper, I'm just fine. I just got something in my nose that made me sneeze.
Every time I've been using powders, I sneeze like crazy.
Yeah, because right now my nose is on fire.
Chew.
Oh, that reminded me of I'm chilly, Willie the Penguin. I'm frozen through and through. I'm hot, I'm cold. My feet are cold. Wait, how the hell does it go? My something's hot, my something's cold. Chew.
I don't know. I just know.
My head is hot, my feet are cold. Chew. That's how it goes.
BD, Kelly has a question for you.
I sent it to Rob so he could add his pistachio nuts to it.
I didn't know what you were talking about at first.
See what Freaky said?
I guess I'm salsa. Steven goes, PD Beats is salsa. Thank you. Thank you.
Is he chunky or restaurant style, medium, hot? Like, be more specific.
I was thinking salsa dancing. Caliente. And then you gotta have like the Caracas. That's
Oh,
what
the
little
Jennifer Lopez, the Jennifer Lopez on your hand talking. I thought that's what he was doing.
Yeah, episode was hilarious. South Park is amazing.
Rockies are Levi B salsa, of course. Hey.
Yeah, death. I still don't know how to pronounce that. Death below one wheel. That's Levi.
Yeah,
He's the
death
guy that
below one wheel.
yeah, he's the guy that made the salsa that Beatty and Rob and Charles all tried on the Charles's live stream.
Yo, what's up, Russ?
What's up, Russ?
What's up, Russ?
Mr. Russ, how you doing this fine evening?
Blumberg's Eric Cartman.
Oh man,
I don't think I'm that big of an asshole.
I was gonna say I've never heard anything that Cartman says come out of Blumberg's mouth.
And on top of that, Bloomberg doesn't turn around and say, "Screw you guys, I'm going home."
yeah.
Rob, hello. He's saying hello to you twice, Mr. Bloomberg. Oh, he could be
Who?
saying hello to other Rob. Yeah. Rest is.
Yeah.
This is at ROB, hello. So,
Oh yeah, the other day, or I think it was like yesterday, or the day before. I was going through Russ's videos and I watched him do a pepper review wearing a Yoshi costume.
Yeah, that was on Halloween. That was the Halloween pepper.
I didn't even get to watch it until just recently, and yeah, I was watching the Hollow's Eve pepper. Yeah, I was trying to watch a bunch of people's videos that I had subscribed to, and I was just going down the list.
Yeah, I try and play that game of catch up sometimes. It doesn't work very well. I'm behind on everybody's. I feel bad. I've like neglected Rob Z. Probably the worst. It's been a while since I've watched one of your videos, Rob. I'm gonna go ahead and admit it.
I thumbs up everybody's video I watch. Everybody I know, I thumbs
I'm
it up.
subscribed and have the bell hit, but I swear, even if you have the bell hit, if you don't watch somebody's videos for a little bit, then you quit like seeing it pop up on like your phone screen at the top bar. Like I always get all these notifications at the top bar, and I don't see Rob's anymore. And I'm bad about like getting into it. Like right now on my screen, like literally, this is like when I pull down the top bar, like I've got all these videos that pop up, like, and they're all ones that I haven't caught up on. But then there's so many more, like thousands more probably. I just can't. I don't have enough time in the day.
I see how I rate.
No, it doesn't. It's not anything like that. Like I see, I think there's one on here from Chad I haven't seen, like a whole bunch of people, but I don't see any of your videos popped up in that list. And I'm sure you've uploaded a video in the past couple days, haven't you?
You put one up.
Oh, hold on. He said Russ said there's no mail Wednesday. Why? What's going on Wednesday?
They have every excuse to not deliver mail, man.
No, I was waiting on a
That's
package.
their job
I was
with
waiting on
that.
something, so that means it's not going to be nothing on Wednesday. I didn't even know that.
I need a job with those guys. They're off like on Sundays and like every single like weird holiday that nobody I know gets off on, they get off.
There's no holiday Wednesday.
Oh, I
Like,
thought it was a holiday on Wednesday.
no, like I'm just looking at my calendar over here, and this calendar has like even irrelevant holidays. There's no holiday.
What in honor of
What's H-dub?
H.W. Bush?
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Why? He died like a couple days ago.
Oh, yeah, I seen that
That's
today.
why, because the funeral procession is Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
What? The male guys might get in the way of the procession? That doesn't make sense.
But
And
they're,
is that no mail in Texas or no mail in the country?
they're quote-unquote quasi-governmental employee type people, and in honor of a dead president, they
Like I said, any
So,
excuse.
so is that going to affect the entire country or just Texas?
No, it says the whole country. National Day of Mourning throughout the country. No mail for
Can
U.S.
I take off on Wednesday too?
No, the question is, no, you don't, Rev, because that doesn't count. But
Yeah,
are the
I'm pretty
banks
sure
going
my
to be
employer
open?
would be mad.
I don't know if the banks will be open.
Well, I guess not if it's a government holiday.
Oh, no. They said no banks, no stock market, no nothing like that.
What? That's ridiculous. The guy's already dead.
My question is, are they going to close the liquor stores too?
Probably.
No, they're going to leave the liquor stores open.
They should if they really want us to mourn.
But Russ says there will be packages delivered.
Oh,
That makes no sense.
Well, who does that? Or wait, I got to go back to this because I want to keep up with the chat because I'm still confused. Kelly says, I do not have an 80-foot satellite dish sticking out of my ass, which is a reference to Cartman. But then her very next comment was, yes, that donkey was good to me.
Yeah, I don't know where that one came from.
Oh, I don't know.
I just wanted to hit that real quick.
I understand Brando's Trapper Keeper thing. I remember the Trapper Keeper one.
Oh, that was a while ago, yeah. Well,
yeah, that's a much older South Park episode.
Oh. Well, I still don't see his comment. I'm still trying to scroll through.
It was right below the one that you were talking about that Kelly made.
Oh, wait, right underneath. Oh, dang. No, I thought he was bringing up like the 80s and 90s, the old Trapper Keeper. No, I remember the Trapper Keeper episode.
Yeah, it was season 4. That was when that one was. That was in 2000. November 15th, 2000 was when that one was aired.
How long have you guys noticed transplants of your peppers be in shock? I was just wondering.
Like, it depends. Transplanting them into the ground here and the containers and every other garden that I've ever planted in except one, I don't really ever see any transplant shock, and I don't do anything special for them either. I know a lot of people put that stuff in there, sprinkle it in there to like prevent the transplant shock. I go and I just loosen up the roots when I take them out of the little cup or plug or whatever they're in, and then just put them in there in loose ground. You want to make sure that they've got nice loose dirt, and then.
Well, yeah, I've never even had transplant shock before. Like for some reason,
I have, but only a few plants, and only there were a couple here. I guess I've probably had like 1 or 2 in every garden over time, but not very often. And I did have some, which I think it could have been something to do with like going from one soil to another. I don't know what it was, or some type of blight in there. But it's weird because over half my plants survived at this one garden up the street. I planted a strip, like a full row, and I had probably 10 or 11 out of like a little over 30 plants that just died. Some of them pretty quickly after transplanting. Some of them a little bit after they had like actually gotten past what would be transplant shock, and then they just kind of wilted and died. I don't know what the deal was up there. I never figured that one out. It kind of stumped me, and I think that it might have just been like that they went from not so, or I mean, they were in good soil, but they went from like not as nutrient rich soil to very nutrient rich soil because that garden grew bigger and better than any of the other plants that I had anywhere. So I think it could have just maybe been too much and it just kind of burned them out, but I don't know what it was.
And meanwhile, on the other side, I've only removed the bottom cup from my plants, put them in a reservoir, and I've had transplant shock for like a week, sometimes week and a half.
Yeah, like it's weird. Out of all 36 of them, only 2 of them have the shock tooth. Like the soil's moist. It's just they're just all drooped over and everything. And it was like almost 90 degrees out the last couple of days.
That's the temperature I need right here, right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna see how they are in a couple of days, and maybe I'll move them into those 2. I'll move them into the shade.
I've never done that either. That I saw I don't know what his updated thing was because I think somebody told me that like he said you don't have to do that. But I remember like 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. Kang said when you transplant outside, you harden them off by putting
Yeah,
them out in the sun for like a half hour and then putting
I
them in
didn't do that.
for a long. And
I did that on my first batch earlier this year that I put out. You know, they were out for like 2 weeks. You know, just hanging out. But this time I'm like, I'm just putting them out there.
that's what I do. I don't harden them off at all. They go from inside to outside in direct light. I mean, I'm in the woods. They're only going to get like, I don't know, at the most, by the time I put them out, I don't know, 6, 7 hours worth of light. They're not going to get that much light, but I throw them straight out in the sun.
I always give mine some in between time, but I've got a spot on my patio where it gets like direct sun on some spots of like where I lay them. It gets direct sunlight on some spots at some hours, but not like all day. And I kind of put them as close to the shade line as possible, pretty much, where some are on the edge, and then they get moved around, and then eventually I kind of ease them out into more full sun because there's a perfect spot on my patio that's a long strip where I can have all the cups lined up, and then I can just kind of move them forward a little bit at a time until they're in full sun. And that was what I did this year, which was actually the first time I'd ever tried like hardening off a bunch of plants like that. It worked out fine.
And the last couple years, I put mine directly in direct sunlight. Well, it didn't. Well, I don't know. Maybe the way Rob's talking about it, it actually worked for him, and there was no shock. I found that whether I hardened them off or not, I still got shock. So that's why I was like, heck with it. Just throw them straight out in the sunlight. I got shock. It was done in like a week, and we went right back to growing. But I've
Well, I
never
guess
had hardening off
yours are
actually
different
help.
though because you're not only taking them from inside, but you're taking them from just being in a cup where a lot of the time they're dried up. Because I watch your watering videos, and then you're putting them into a tote where they've just got water all the time.
Whoop. Where'd you go?
I saw that. That was a little tree frog.
Yeah, check this out, man. I got a friggin' frog in my house.
Oh, you won't.
Where the hell did you come from, man? How did my dog not eat you?
It's that bootleg DM.
Hey, whoa. Hang on. I gotta get
Put them
this guy
outside before
outside
the
before
dog does get in.
my dog freaks out and eats it. It ate a lizard earlier today. Outside, by the way. I went outside. I'm like, what the hell is that? I saw this little thing, this little tail like waving around. Well, it's one of those frogs where the tail comes off. And apparently my dog attacked the lizard and ate the lizard and its tail fell off. And the tail was sitting there like waving around, you know, like they do to like like a decoy kind of thing. But
Yeah, and Happy Pepper said that he lets his um, parsley in the sun for 7 to 10 days, and they get full sun.
this guy's so cute. Look how cute he is. Oh,
Oh, set him free.
I love frogs.
I do too.
I like the Budweiser frogs.
This guy's not looking so good. I think my dog might have found him earlier. But it's okay, little buddy.
Remember the Budweiser frogs?
Oh yeah.
Budweiser.
Yeah. Yeah, they were cool.
I haven't had frog soup before.
I've had frog legs.
There's a frog leg festival down here once a year.
I don't know. They say it tastes like chicken, right?
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to two of the plants that are out there. They're both the same exact plant, and I got the seeds out of the same pod. I'm pretty sure. And one of the plants is all green, and the other one is all purple with like purple stems and like light purple leaves. So I'm trying to see if maybe there'd be a difference in what the pods look like between the plants. Yeah, Eric said it's so humid where I'm at. It's true, man. It's like you're breathing in hot water. It's so humid. It's probably like 90% humidity. You walk outside and you just start sweating. But then again, my plants were in the garage, and it's way more hot and humid in the garage. I got a thermometer, a digital one in there, and it's way more hot and way more humid in there. So I would think that when I brought them outside, it would be like almost nicer for them in a way.
Yeah, but it's all in what they get used to and what they're growing in, and then go to something different.
And it's been
Once
really
the-
windy
Once
too.
the sun goes down, it's going to get a lot colder than they're used to, too.
Yeah, I'm hopefully I haven't posted a picture yet of them because they're all, a lot of them are all droopy and everything. So as soon as they look a little bit better, I'll do an update. Juicy fruit, yum. Nice. Thank you, Steven.
So what are you all getting your wife for Christmas? I was thinking of getting mine some pots and pans, and yep, you'll be sleeping out in the doghouse.
Get her the Rachel Ray pots and pans, or the Pioneer Woman pots and pans. She might like those. The Rachel Ray ones.
I considered getting a set of those, but way too much of a cost just to have the brand name on there.
I think this time of year they're like half off if you get them at like JCPenney's.
I got Barbie some noodles. Well, Russ, the type of noodles you're talking about is probably going to be a happy thing for her, especially with the way she likes to go through hot stuff.
Did anybody do the Cully's noodles yet? I might be.
Yeah, a bunch of people have.
I gotta watch the video of it.
and Everyday Canadian did it, and Double Aaron did it.
Oh, okay. I know today's Double A's Aaron's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Double A.
Yeah, I told him happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, Aaron.
I don't think he's on, but yeah, if you're watching afterward, happy birthday.
Or he might be watching. He's usually around, but if it's his birthday, probably not. But if you
No.
are watching, happy birthday, Aaron.
Happy birthday to you. Okay, that's enough.
I actually wasn't paying a whole lot of attention. I was taking care of something real quick.
Yeah, you were ignoring us again. We saw it.
Acquiring some candies from a certain candy maker.
Oh, Mr. BT himself?
Yep.
Those peppermint ones looked really good.
Oh, yeah.
They sounded just, really good. As soon as he said it, and I seen when he was holding them up.
And the watermelon. I'm really eager to try the watermelon. I love watermelon stuff. And he sent me a picture of some strawberry earlier, which that's hands down my favorite that I've tried of his chocolates. I really, really like that strawberry.
Just send Aaron a text or a tweet.
Yeah, anybody out there that hadn't tried Brando's candies should definitely get in touch with Brando and ask him about those, because he makes some really good candies. He makes the hard candy, glass candies, which I like, but that's not my favorite. I prefer the chocolates. Just that's my own preference. But the hard candies are very, very good as well.
Yeah, those chocolates were flipping hot, though.
I remember last year you guys
I've
were
never had one that was too hot. The hotter, the better for me, but that's because I make my chocolates when I make them really hot. That's the whole point to me. If I'm going to make spicy chocolates, they're going to be spicy. But I do just more regular chocolates and play around with other things you can put in there. But he does chocolates that have flavor to them and has a bunch of different flavors that he's made over time. And they're really, really good. I mean, he nails the flavors in them just perfect. The strawberry one is that's one of my favorites. It's so strawberry, but it's still chocolate. So it's awesome.
Kelly says, I hope we get snow. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I see that Kelly says, I'm getting a wife for Christmas. Heyo. Nice. Grab me one while you're at the store.
Yeah, and if you want snow, you can come and shovel out my yard and take it all away for free. I'll let you have all of it for free. There's about 6 inches of snow sitting in the backyard or in the yard right now.
Cemetery said stale peeps with hot sauce on it.
And Chris, I'm not sure what you're talking about. I haven't seen those or tried them that I know of, but it sounds awesome. I've had a bunch of different Mexican candies over the years that were really good, but I've never had any watermelon lollipops.
I never have them. They sound really good.
Yeah. I do love some watermelon Jolly Ranchers or watermelon anything, hard candy like that.
Kelly says she's getting a Black Friday deal. Well, sweet. Let me know if it's worth it, and I'll grab me one and I'll pay you back. If she's Russian, I'm probably going to go ahead and go for it. I don't know why I got a soft spot for Russians. This is the kind of talk that Rob loves.
As he nonchalantly looks over and checks the time.
She already got me one. Sweet. Well, I'll pick that up while we're on our way to Denver. When we pick you up, we got a bus coming.
Yeah.
BD picked it up, and he's gonna have it, chartered all the way up to pick me up. We're gonna go pick up Derek. Well, Rob first, Blumberg, then up to
No.
Derek, and
So then you're gonna go get Derek, and then you're gonna go get Kelly and Robsy, and you're gonna come back and get me and BD.
no, you're on the way.
No, I'm
We go
after
BD,
you,
then you,
Rob
then
Z,
you,
because
and then we
you're
go.
dropping off Rob Z over here, and me and Rob Z are gonna chill.
Oh no,
here.
we're taking you to Denver. You don't
No,
have to
I'm not
actually
going
go
to Denver.
to.
Rob Z was gonna come down here. Then we're gonna go take a
Well,
Greyhound
no, he
down.
can come back. He can come back there
BD's
on the
while
way
BD's
back.
gone. Yeah, while BD's gone, we'll water his garden and hang out with the lizards in South Florida.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's what I'm trying to do. You guys can go have fun in Colorado. I'm going to South Beach.
Oh yeah, we'll go to South Beach.
Kelly says she got an Aussie one, and there's free returns even if they're used. Score must be Amazon.
And Rob Z didn't disagree either. He just doesn't want you to know that that's his real plan.
He just wants out of the North Pole up there where he lives. He's like, whatever.
He wants to get out of his house too. I'm like, heck, it's cold. I want to go somewhere nice for a while.
Yeah, I think he messaged Beatty something about like, can we get like some kind of car carrying hookup that we can hook up to the back of the bus for the charger, or I don't know what the heck that was all about.
Yeah, there's plenty of
It's a Challenger, not a Charger.
Oh, right, yeah, damn.
The Chargers suck. The Challengers are awesome.
Well, I know I screwed it up because I like the Chargers. I'm not a big fan of the Challenger. I like the
I'm completely backwards on those new remake ones. The Challengers look freaking clean. Like they actually captured that old muscle look and brought it back with a new age twist. The Charger,
the Challengers do
it
not.
It does have squared off stuff on the Charger and stuff, but it's not the same. It doesn't have that freaking back end to it. Those Challengers are
well, they don't have like the muscle car look. They just look like a passenger car, which I kind of like. It kind of looks like a sleeper.
I don't know. The Challenger is definitely the one, which I wasn't too impressed with either of those when they first came out, but the Challenger grew on me. And I say that that's probably one of the best remakes of any like old muscle car that they've done. They butchered the Julios and everything, like all those other ones, and the Mustangs and stuff. Like that stuff's crap. But the Challenger, they brought back that classic look, but with like a new twist, and it just nailed it perfect.
I'll go with you on that one. The Challenger is definitely probably the best remake muscle car that they brought back.
Yeah.
The new Mustangs are awesome looking, but they look like a new Mustang.
I'm not a Mustang fan, though.
I'm not a Ford fan, really, but I like the new Mustangs. But you're right.
I like the older Mustangs up to Fox bodies, and after Fox bodies, I don't care about Mustangs.
I don't even like the Fox bodies, but I would.
They're kind of ugly enough that they're cool looking. You have to give them some credit, but everything after that, forget it. I don't like them.
Well, I don't really. Well, no, I don't like anything all the way to like 2005. That's when they brought back this new body design. But I never really liked the Fox body. But I don't know. Because they're so cheap now, I kind of like them. I'd probably get one and redo it. But no, you're right, man. Like, out of all the vehicles that they tried to bring back, or they've had the whole time and tried to bring back the look, the Challenger is probably the best muscle car on the road today. Look-wise.
Hey, Freaky. See you later. Thanks for joining us.
Later, Freaky.
Later, Freaky.
Later, Freaky.
Since when did they make a Hellcat Charger instead of the Challenger?
They make a Hellcat Charger. That's where I heard about it first.
Okay, I hadn't heard about that. But
yeah.
I would love to get my hands on one of the new Angels.
Yeah, the Hellcat Charger. That's why I like the Chargers. Because I heard of that first, and then I heard about the Challenger. Then I heard about the Hellcat Challenger, and I was like, I don't know. I like the four-door design, and it has, what, 707 horsepower? I like that. Which I believe is the same engine Rob has, what, the 6.4? But it
True.
has a supercharger on it.
6.2.
Or, yeah, supercharger.
Yeah, but it's a 6,
Oh,
not a 6.4.
6.2. Wow. I thought it was 6.4. 6.2 is the same as a C6 Corvette, except that would be a LS engine versus a Hemi.
And it's a 6.2. It's a 383.
Yeah, the C6 is a 6.2 LS2. Well, with a C6. Yeah.
Yeah, but they
really
did
don't pay attention to cars, people. I swear.
Yeah, they did the Hellcat. Now they got the name Angel trademarked for the new Challenger coming out.
So now they'll have the Dodge Demon, 808 horsepower, and they'll have like the Challenger Angel, or just the Dodge Angel?
Challenger, Challenger Angel. It's just like the Challenger Hellcat.
Huh.
But I think they said it was pushing 1,100.
Holy cow.
Yeah, list is supposed to be somewhere around 120 on them.
That's not that bad. A Dodge Demon's like right at 100. A Hellcat is what, 80? So 707 for 80, 808 for 100, 1,100 for 1,200, or 120. That's not bad. I mean, I'm not going to get one. Maybe used, but
No, not for many years.
yeah, it's not that bad if I had money, I guess.
Yeah, they're limited production though. I forget how many they're going to make, but it's a really low number.
Yeah, I think the Dodge Demon, there was only 100, maybe?
I don't remember, but they're all hand assembled. They're not assembled on an assembly line. Well, just like my SRT8 was hand assembled. It wasn't done on an assembly line. That's why it took 6 weeks to get it.
Kelly wants to start talking about something different. She wants to know what everybody got her for Christmas, because she loves gifts.
I'm sorry, I haven't done any Christmas shopping whatsoever.
I haven't done any Christmas shopping for a few years. The only, well, no, with the exception of my nieces and nephews. That's the only Christmas shopping I've done for the last, I don't know, 4 years. What you got? That's what you got, Kelly, for Christmas? You got her a picture of you with peppers in your mouth, Rob? You got to talk so it pops up on the screen.
I don't need to talk.
Whoa.
There you go, Kelly. You're welcome.
Those are going
I took that picture earlier. I don't know if everybody saw, but like Dave posted this picture earlier.
Oh, geez.
And he was telling everybody to post just like a funny picture in there just to like brighten your mood and stuff. And nobody posted a picture in there. I was like, what the heck? So I like took that picture and posted it, and then Eric Petro was the only other person. Here, so it'll focus. Eric posted that one. And those are the shakers like Rob has.
Damn, he's got walrus teeth with shakers. But it comes out of his nose.
He was hoping to see a thread of happy faces, and nobody posted any happy face pictures. So I did, and then Eric did like right after me. And we were the only two people that posted a picture in there.
When was it posted?
11 hours in
Where?
Pepper Lovers.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he messaged
that
me
it's
on,
okay to be a little crazy and enjoy life. Don't be so serious. Whether at work, home, or wherever, take a crazy / happy face pic. You'll feel much better. And he was like saying in the comments, "Come on, guys, let's get crazy happy face thread going. Let's see them faces." Nobody posted any faces, so I did. I was like, "I'm gonna post one."
I hate my face, so I didn't want to post one.
But you could have put DV up there.
Yeah, but she never looks happy. She looks like, well, she looks happy after she attacks a lizard.
Or you can just post a picture because you don't care. I just grabbed a handful of ahi lemons that were sitting on the counter. Some of the only peppers that I have that are not soft and still fresh. And they were all completely green when I brought them in. But over the course of weeks, they've ripened up perfect inside on the counter.
See if I can get this. I don't think this will work, but
Because it's been almost a month since I last harvested my plants. Close to a month.
Keep track of the time, guys. It's getting to be that time. Rev, you have a curiosity up. Uh-oh, there goes a picture.
Jesus, man, the freaking flash is bad.
Any more news on Google Plus getting removed? Haven't heard anything myself. You guys?
I can't even see what the picture is because my.
No, yeah, I haven't heard anything else about that. I still say I'll believe it whenever it gets more official.
I have not heard that G Plus is being removed. I have heard that Google Hangouts is being removed, but that is only in 2020, and that is potentially, according to a spokesperson for Google, it is not actually going to be removed. They're going to change it to Google or what is it? Hangouts Chat and Hangouts Meet, which Hangout Meet would be like what we're doing right now, where it's like the Hangouts, and Chat would be like the text version. So as far as what I've heard, that is just a rumor that it's going to go away, which I have no clue why they're going to change it into two different entities, because that seems like twice as much work. Why not keep it the way it is and just run with it? But I don't know. That's the latest word that I heard, but that is not going to change until at the very earliest 2020. So we've got a whole year before that will ever even happen. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot more news in that next year. So I wouldn't worry about it.
Happy birthday, Aaron.
Happy birthday.
Hey, what's up?
Happy birthday, Aaron.
Yeah, it says he's been watching, but wait a minute. Maybe I read that wrong. What's up, guys? Sorry, I've been watching my e-girls beat up the Deadskins.
The guy on the Redskins just broke his leg. That's their second quarterback this year that got hurt, or second or third quarterback this year that got hurt.
And yeah, Kelly, I'm really psyched that you're doing a lot of drugs and drinking a lot, because she says, "Oh, Rev, your face is awesome." Gotta be on.
No. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder.
I believe you have that quote wrong. I believe it is beauty is in the eye of the beer holder.
I was laughing at I was laughing at Eric's comment.
Ah, jeez. Now we're gonna go off the deep end again.
Wait, which one? Wait, which one did I miss?
Just look for Eric Petra's comment.
Yeah, the next one up.
Oh, okay. I looked at the did you see his week slide? I was like, I don't know what that means. But that's not the comment he was talking about.
That was a Rob Z special. Yeah. Picking on me again. Haha, joke, joke. Yep, I get it.
Well, how about Kelly's comment? There's another one right there. I believe that's on the same subject line.
Okay.
I love the awkwardness that Rob Z has. Yeah, post your weirdest comment in the comment section there in the chat. I'm sure Rob Z will read it.
No, we're getting ready to close it down here. We've hit our 10 o'clock time limit. So, yeah, it's time to actually start the outros.
Oh, no. I started, I started late, man. We still got 20 minutes.
Oh, no.
Nobody even joined till like 10 o'clock.
No.
Or 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. Yeah, because I got on here. I got home about 7:45, so that's 8:45 your time.
There you go. Read Kelly's newest comment, Rob.
I already did.
I agree, Kelly. I don't believe that's a laughing matter.
So I should start with the outros now? Or does Mr. Bloomberg want to start with them?
Hi. Bye. I'm me. You know where to find me. I'll be here. Other places. Google Plus. Pepper Lovers. I'm around.
And about 800 different live streams throughout the week?
Nah. 3.
100? Okay.
3 team 20.
Yeah, he's kind of like Charles, where he forgets a couple zeros.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah, sometimes other ones, but usually it's just Sundays and Mondays and Fridays, usually. But I don't really have anything to say. You all know who I am, and if you don't, you're missing out.
I like that. But, yeah. Hey, what he said, that's what whatever you just heard, that same thing for me.
Wait, maybe we can talk about Kelly's comment about, like, we can talk about my love of dogs and donkeys.
Oh, man.
I hate donkeys. You ever try to ride one?
No, don't leave, guys. I'll be good.
Who are you asking that? You're asking Kelly that?
I've talked about how I rode a donkey and that stupid thing just rolled me, man. It rolled right over top of me and everything.
Oh, man.
But I'm sure the way I said it, it did not sound right. Especially the way BD can't talk.
Hey, Batman goes, what did you say, Rev?
It happened, man. I don't know. Will it make it better if I say I'd rather ride a horse? Probably won't, but...
The best move right now is to go on to a different subject.
Oh, no. What I've found with YouTube is you just got to stick with what you talk about. People in the comments will definitely bring you back to topic.
As long as it's not pepper donkey. Yeah. So anyway, shall we close this down?
I love your comments, Kelly. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Oh my god. Jesus. How far behind in the chat am I? Oh my god, Kelly.
What'd she say? Uh-huh.
Okay, no, I'm fine.
For about 3 seconds, then you blow up again. There it comes.
No, I don't believe the comment that she put. I swear this time I'll be good. I don't believe that whatsoever.
But 2 comments later, she says, "Pinky promise."
Yeah,
Edward, don't leave.
I don't believe her whatsoever. And Lisa, it's not a matter of being comfortable. You just forget that the camera is there and you just kind of look at the screen and just talk.
Yeah, in all honesty, the first one you get onto, you think the worst is going to happen, and it never does. You might make a mistake here or there, but
And you'll definitely be nervous the first time.
Yep.
I mean, I was, everybody was, but once you do it a few times, I mean, it's no different from where you're sitting in the chat right now. You're still there. It's just a big group connection, whether people are on video or not. I mean, it isn't any different. It's a group conversation. And if you look at it that way, then it's nothing.
I look at it as I'm sitting in a room with 3 of my friends, and I have a bunch of other friends that are sending messages along. You know, so I'm just sitting here talking with the guys and watching what you guys say, and interacting with that. That's one of the things I love is the interaction between the different groups and how they interact. Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, exactly like what Rob said. You're just hanging out, talking to people that you know, and everything's all good. And you get weird comments like, Kelly talking about. But I also see that Lisa said, "I hate my face too." I do too. I can't stand my stupid.
Now wait a second. You hate your own face, not her face.
No, yeah, exactly. Thank you, Rob.
Yes.
No. I barely ever see Lisa's face, but no, I have to look at my stupid face every time I walk into the bathroom. No, I hate that damn thing, but apparently other people, I don't know, at least like what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say they like my face, but whatever. No, it's not a matter of what you like. It's a matter of what other people can tolerate. That's the way I look at it.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yep.
Beer holder.
I'm in the eye of the beholder.
And like Happy Pepper says, Happy Tea needs help.
I thought he said PD is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, and like Russ said, you can get so comfy that you sleep.
Yeah.
And my last closing statement is that opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one.
Assholes and belly buttons.
Yep.
Oh.
Well, no, there's some people without belly buttons. They're very weird.
You're all right. You're
all right, but let's.
I like the other the terminology where there's an ass for every seat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
I
let's
mean,
close this out.
no matter what you do, you never know. Somebody's gonna like it. On Kelly wants shots. You're at work, Kelly.
No,
Can't
you
do
take a
He
shot.
wants dots.
And Eric has a very good point. Read it, Rob.
What?
Which one? Also, who gives a F and or the holy crap, someone doesn't have a belly button. I actually know a girl who doesn't have a belly button.
No, I meant the first
Actually,
one,
it was
but
working out.
you know a girl?
Who doesn't have a belly button? Yes.
Test tube baby?
No, she was in an accident and but basically was all removed anyway.
I was an accident, but I got a belly button.
And an accident, not the result of an
Oh.
accident.
Did you say steak?
Hey,
No, I said mistake. Oh, darn. You got me all excited.
all right, let's close this out. So you guys did your outro. So Rob Z is me. You all know me by now, and Yankees 50 on YouTube and Twitch as well. Put up
Yeah.
a video today showing off the unboxing or the opening of the powders today. So if you want to check that out,
On which channel?
Rob Z.
Rob Z.
So what do you do on the Yankee Ace 50 one?
I play Minecraft and I play They Are Billions.
Wait, what the heck is Minecraft?
Yeah, what is that?
That's like the thing with like the spaceship and stuff, right?
No. But anyway, you want to find out what Minecraft is? Look at the tool that Rob's holding up. That's the sword from Minecraft, the diamond sword. Yeah,
Oh, so it's sword fighting.
Oh, Rob got it. Look, he got the sword.
Oh, okay. So it's a sword fighting game. Sweet. If you want to see
Yes.
Rob Z sword fighting, go to Yankee Ace 50.
Yeah, and then you can watch me kill thousands of zombies, and they are billions.
Do the zombies have swords?
No, but they're strong enough to go through stone walls.
Kind of seems one-sided, but at the same time, they are zombies, so I get where you're coming from.
All right, time to close this out. You've distracted enough. And now you're at your 18 minutes over, so you got your 20 minutes time in. So there.
Oh, no, I started a half hour over.
Too bad.
I'm still 12 minutes under.
Too bad.
I'm just looking out for the people because I don't want to deprive them of...
Yeah, but they have to go to bed and go to work in the morning, other than Kelly, who's already at work. I mean, Russ has probably already fallen asleep because he was talking about falling asleep on camera before anyway, and he's got to get up early in the morning.
Rob's in a hurry to go punch some trees.
Well, I use an axe on the tree, but that's beside the point.
Hey, as long as it's not a donkey, I guess that's okay then.
Yeah, there aren't any donkeys in Minecraft yet. Actually, there is.
Wait a minute. We're getting an update. There are donkeys?
There used to be. I think they nixed them. I haven't seen a donkey in a long time. But you can take a horse and something else and combine them and get a donkey out of them.
I was just looking out for Kelly because she keeps saying, no, please, keep going.
Russ says, "Don't bring me into this, Rob." Yes, Russ.
We were just
got it.
checking. Yeah,
You got in here and you started talking. That automatically brings you into this conversation. And you're part of the group. Anybody in the group is fair game.
We're just making sure that you were still awake, Russ.
Well, that too. You're not supposed to tell them that. But yeah, I'm half awake. See, Russ is falling asleep because he's got to get up in the morning. All right.
And Lisa, there's no reason why I have this little sword. I just have this little sword. I found it somewhere. Is how I got it. And I just was like, hey, that's a Minecraft sword. Like, I don't play Minecraft, but anybody that knows what Minecraft is that sees that would be like, oh yeah, that's a Minecraft sword.
Yep. If you watch my videos and watch the walls, I have a Minecraft sword up on the wall that's about, well, a little over 2 feet long, made out of perler beads. So, yeah.
And just to show how big Rob is, like we talked about how his relative was like the tallest person on Earth. That is a 2-foot sword.
That is.
It looks tiny in his hand, but it's really not. It's 2 feet long.
Yep.
Ah. So, in other words, you're as big as Paul Bunyan. All right, Rev, do your outros and let's get it on out of here.
Oh man, now you're speaking Kelly's language. Let's get it on. Anyway, yeah, no, this is you're on my channel. You know where it is. It's right down there. Right below. There's a subscribe button. If you click the bell, sometimes YouTube will let you know when I actually go live or when I put a video out, which may or may not happen tomorrow. Oh man, video from last year that I'm actually putting out this year. Literally over a year old, like 13 months old. Yeah, do all that fun, happy social media stuff down below. If you're watching this after the fact, leave a comment down below and I'll try to get back to you sometime. I'm not like Rob Z. I'm not going to say within like a day or so because I think I still have so many comments to get back to. But I will get back to everybody. I think I've returned every single comment I've ever got, with the exception of a few real pricks that don't deserve a response. But even a bunch of those I got back to. But no, I'll get back at least once on one comment. But yeah, no mystery Amazon link down below. But yeah, do all that fun, happy social media stuff down below. BD Beats will find you a cougar if you need them to. Yeah, just hit me up. I'll hit him up and we'll get you a cougar. And if you want some really hot pepper powders from Blumberg, well, tough crap because he's probably out of them by now because I've been trying to hit him up every chance I get. And I'm trying to get every single order that I've already found people that wanted things rerouted to my own place. So sorry if any of you were the last 15 people that hit me up. I've redirected your address to my address, and I'm hoping that Rob doesn't actually notice and he sends them to me. So sorry, but anyway, that was it. That was another live stream, and we 6 minutes shy of 3 hours. So sorry, Kelly. We got to go. Rob's got to go and do stuff. So that was it. We were live. You were here. It was awesome. You guys had a ton of fun. I knew because you were in the chat. Happy birthday to Double A Ron. And yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next video.
Did everybody hit the like button?
That would be appreciated.
Yeah.
You still have time. But yeah, that's it from me. So yeah, everybody else say goodbye. And sorry, Kelly. I hate to let you down so hard, but we'll make it up whenever we have the bus pull up at your door and we pick you up and we head out there to Denver for our very important matter. What you got there, Rob? Oh yeah, Crazy Kimberlin. Check out his video that just came out today. Rob Z's video just came out today. Trying to remember. There's more people that came out today. Sorry. I can't plug everybody. But yeah, say goodbye, everybody.
Later, everyone. Have a good night. And thanks for hanging out.
Later.
And bye.
All right. Catch you later. Later, Batman. Later, BD Beats.
Later, friend.
Thank you for tuning into my channel, and later.